yesterday, but I've made it just some time back. Okay, so you can just check it,
Okay.
and there are 10 questions which you can solve and go through over the weekend, and we can discuss it.
Okay.
Okay?
Um, so are we going to solve it here or?
No, you can solve it conveniently on your own,
Okay.
and in case you have any doubts and clarifications, what you can do is you can solve it and send back the results to me. That is, just share the code, and we can discuss
Okay.
it after you have solved.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. Yeah, can you just quickly, broadly take me through what were the topics we discussed yesterday?
Yeah. Yesterday we saw like how to use Libname statement
Mm,
keyword, but
yes,
it was, I think it was um, not working because path was somewhat, it was not connecting here, I think.
correct, correct. We will
Courses
just
that
recheck
part.
that again.
Yeah. And then how to use conditional statements like where and if and else if.
Yes,
Mm.
yeah. So, what is the difference between where statement and if statement?
Like where statements can be used for, I think, uh, both the proc with the both proc and like data step. It can be used in both the proc and data step, whereas if can only be used in data step, I think.
Yes, and what is the reason for that?
Reason is like it is conditional, so like when the data set is there already, then um, we can just choose that from where like to what so to
Yes,
print the results from this observation to this observation, like we can tell SAS. But like if is only applicable, like we are giving the conditions that if this condition is true, then only you just print these statements,
yeah.
observations.
So, yes, the major difference is that where is used in proc as well as data step, for a simple reason that it is just based on the
Yeah.
condition, it is just pulling out a report or extracting the observations. Yeah, whereas in case of if condition, based on the condition, it is going to create a new variable or create a new data set or perform some kind of a data manipulation, and hence it can be used only in data step,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just check if we can use a libname statement. Let me just
Okay.
open SAS. Can you just try that at your end? Just give me a minute. I'll log on to SAS on demand.
The same statement, right? Yesterday.
Yeah, you can just try and refresh it. The meantime, I will open SAS Studio at my end.
Okay.
I'll refresh it there as well. And then let's see how it works.
Still it's showing me error.
Okay.
The same error showing me error.
I'm just launching SAS Studio on my system and trying to see if we can run it from there. No, it's giving me an error here also.
But why it's like giving
See,
error?
the reason is it is not able to access the folder that I've created, na? It is not able to access that.
Path,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Let's try it again. Or it could be because of my internet speed has changed. It's reduced a little. It could be because of that also. Anyways, not to worry. We'll just come back to that later. In the meantime, let's just continue with our discussion. So yes, we have done conditional statements. We have seen how do we select a certain observations based on the condition that we want to, right? So what we now do is, let's see, as we were discussing yesterday, how do we sort a data set? How to sort a data set? Yeah, we use
Even your voice is not very audible to me. Like
oh, okay, let me just
some disturbance is there.
hello, is it better now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay. Yes, so we're talking about how to sort a data set. So there is a procedure called as PROC sort. So first of all, what is meant by sorting a data set? It's nothing but arranging the values of a data set based on the order of one particular variable or multiple variables.
Still, your voice is like
It's breaking, is it?
just getting distorted. Yeah.
Okay, let me just call you again. I'll just disconnect this call and call you again, okay? Yeah, hi Arpita, is it better now?
Yeah, it's
Hello?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so what I was saying is, see, I think the problem is that my voice has also gone a little husky because of the irritation in my throat and the speed, internet speed also. I think I just need to fix that. Yeah, what we're discussing is how do we proc sort a data set. So what is meant by sorting is arranging the data in a desired format, either in ascending or descending order of a certain variable or a few variables. So how the syntax goes is proc sort data equals, let me just write the syntax first. Data equals source file, source data set, out equals destination data set. Okay, and then you have to specify by which variable you want to sort, then run. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Proc sort. See, I'm sure you're able to notice that we're not writing a code to sort the data from scratch, right? The way we do it in languages is like C, C++, wherein you use either a bubble sort, a heap sort, kind of a thing, where you write a code from scratch as to how the data has to be sorted, right? We will not be doing that here because that procedure of sorting our data is already there, it is built in. The code that we are writing here is just trying to invoke that procedure and use it as per a requirement. Is that clear? Actually, even your voice has become very faint, Arpita. I can't hear much of it. Hello?
Is it better?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Proc sort data equals my source file is SAS help dot cars, and my destination file I have to put it with the out statement, wherein I specify where I want to save the sorted data. Sort cars by is I have to specify by which variable do I want to sort it. So let's say we want to sort it by invoice value. Run. Yeah. So this is a simple code wherein we are trying to sort the values in dataset cars by the value of invoice. Yeah. So just select this and run it. It's going to take some time to sort it. Are you able to execute it at your end?
I'm just doing it.
Okay, okay.
Created a data set.
Sorry?
It's showing it has created a data set sorted into parts
Yeah.
in the order of invoice, sorted
Yes.
values.
So when you open the data set, what do you see? The invoice values are sorted in ascending order or descending order?
It's in ascending order.
Yeah. So what do we know here is by default when you say proc sort, then the sorting will happen in ascending order only. And can you tell me why we have specified a out data set?
Sorry?
Can you tell me why we have used a out statement and specified the path for an output data set? Yeah. Yeah, that is because we don't want to change the order of original data set. We don't want to change the structure of it. We just want to have a sorted data set into a different location as a different copy. We're just trying to retain the original one as it is and have the sorted data set as a separate or a different data set altogether.
Okay, so like only by only by ascending order, like
No, no, that is, yeah, you can do it by descending order also. The point I'm explaining here is we have written proc data, which is a source file, and out, we have used the out statement wherein we are specifying the destination file. Right? So the destination file is only going to be sorted and the source file is going to remain as it is. Correct? Yeah,
but
so,
the invoice is going to be sorted.
okay. Hello. Yes. Let's do something. I'll just take you through a couple of topics for today. Okay. Hello. Yeah.
Is
Uh,
there some like connection problem at your side, or like
no, I think it's at my end because the speed has changed because based on my usage. Okay, so I'll need to just fix that up. I will do that today. Okay, today we will have a shorter session. We will do it for an hour. We will just do a couple of topics and I will share some codes that we will be supposed to cover and you can just go through them and you can solve the
like
assignment.
don't listening clear actually, but like if for every sentence it is like I can hear only half of it.
Okay, no, no, no problem. There's no point doing it that way because it will be very uncomfortable and you won't be able to understand much. Okay, so don't worry about that. We will just cover a couple of topics and I will share the code and you can solve the assignment in the remaining time. Okay, okay, yeah. So we have seen by default it is in ascending order and here is the result. How do we sort it in descending order is by saying,
No, can you tell me like how like why are we using, because I couldn't share it properly like for
yeah,
like
see,
out
by
statement.
using a out statement, the sorted data is going to be saved in a different data set. It is not going to override the original source data file. Okay, just in case we don't want to overwrite the source data set with the new sorted data, then we use a out statement.
If you want to overwrite.
Yeah, if I don't write the out statement, then my source data set is going to be overwritten with the sorted values.
Okay. So the cards will have the like same values as before creation of cards in the sorted values.
No, it will have the same values as before, the unsorted values. Here, sort underscore cars is going to have sorted values by invoice.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas the SAS help or dot cards, this will have the same set of values in the same order which is sorted by name or the make. Okay, so whatever the structure of this SAS help dot cards is not going to change. Only the order of sort underscore cards is the one that has changed by the order of invoice. Okay.
So if we are not writing the out keyword, then SAS help.cars will have like in the sorted manner, like
Correct, correct, correct.
same thing as the sort cars.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so now let's see how do we sort the values in descending order. By descending MSRP. Okay. Yeah. So here we are trying to sort the datasets as cars in the descending order of MS RP variable. So what I have to specify is I have to explicitly mention the keyword descending in my by statement. Okay. When I explicitly mention the keyword descending, only then my variable is going to get sorted in descending order. It's going to take some time to sort it out.
I got the result, but it's showing like descending order.
Yeah, yeah. So the values will be in descending order of the variable that we have specified, that is MSRP. Yeah, here's the result. Yeah, so now we have it sorted in descending order, right? So coming back to this, the most important part here is using a by statement. So you can use by statement in a lot of other procedures also, like proc means, proc print, and so on. So, but one thing very important to keep in mind is whenever you are using a by statement, the data has to be sorted by the variable that you're using in by statement. Okay, I will just explain that with an example.
One more.
Yeah,
One more thing, Uma, like yesterday we were using n sort,
yeah.
so here also we use like n, so it will show on proc sort, right?
No, you can't use n in a proc sort. You can use it only in proc print, proc mean, and proc summary. Okay, so here it is going to sort the entire data set. If you have got 400 observations, then all 400 observations are going to be sorted. Here you don't have a choice of sorting only a certain set of them. Yeah, so the entire data set is going to be sorted. So you will not be in need of specifying or trying to know how many observations are sorted. Actually, you can check that in your
Like
log.
if, but if any,
Sorry?
like if there is any question like first print from here so many observations and then sort, so then we use the print statement to pull out all those things and then we will use the sort statement.
Correct, correct. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you'll have to first of all create a data set. If you want to do that sorting thing only on, let's say, 50 observations or 30 observations, then you'll have to create a data set of that, and then use your and then use the proc sort procedure there. So here in your log, it will show there are so many number of observations read and so many observations sorted. Okay. So let's just see an example wherein we'll be using a by statement in places other than your proc sort, and what will happen when you use a by statement in an unsorted variable.
Uma, that book which you specified yesterday,
uh,
basic application,
yeah,
do we have to buy it or like is there is available online?
yeah, there are copies of it available on the net. Okay, I will just discuss that with you at the end of the session. I'll let you know how we can get that. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So where I have to specify the variables that I want to uh, have in my report. So I'm going to give make in cylinders, and then mpg underscore or rather than put as invoice value origin pg underscore setting. Yeah, and then I'm going to use a by statement. So I want the print or the preview of it by variable make I want sum of, let's say, miles or gallons. Yeah. So what we're doing here is we are trying to pull out a report which will have the variables make, invoice, origin, and miles mpg underscore city by make. So by make variable I want to sum up, I want the sum of mpg underscore city. Okay. Let me
By
just,
make, so it will show the orders, every order in this.
yeah, so by the different values of make, that is Audi and BMW, Chevrolet, whatever, I want the sum of mpg underscore city. Oh, okay. So
And
let's,
sum is
yes, sum is a mathematical operation here. We're just going to add up the values. So the variable specified with sum has to be a numeric variable. Okay. Let's just run the selection and see if it runs properly without any errors. Yeah.
make should be in caps. Is it?
Have you got some error? Yes, we
I
have
see
an,
error, but
exactly, even we have an error here. There is a reason. So what it says, first of all, dataset work dot sort underscore cars is not sorted in ascending sequence. Yeah. So the thing is, it is sorted in ascending order by a variable called as invoice and not as make. Yeah, we are trying to use, we are trying to group by make variable using by and the variable name as make, but this variable is not been sorted in this data set. Correct? It is sorted by invoice. So what I want to make clear here is clarify here is wherever you are using a by statement, the variable specified in your by statement has to be sorted before you use it elsewhere. Proc sort data equals data set name out cars underscore make and then say by make. So now I'm sorting this data set by make and hence I can use it here. Cars underscore make. So only now after sorting this by make variable can I use a by make statement in any other procedure like proc print that I'm using here. Okay. Is it clear as to why are we
I
sort?
need to use by. No, your voice is also distorted, so I'm not able to listen it properly.
Okay, okay, no, no.
You said that.
Yes, yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, I think you said that we need to first sort it by make, and then only we can apply the below statement. But here also, can we use by make, like, or I should omit the statement?
No, no, you have to use, you have to use. See, in proc print you're using by make just to group it by that particular, the values of that variable, to carry out your next step, that is summing it, summing the values in miles per gallon underscore city. Yeah. Did you hear me, Arpita? I said you have to use it because you're grouping it by the values of make and then summing the values of some other variable.
Okay, first it should be like make and then by some other variable.
Yeah, when you're trying to sum it up. Arpita, what we will do here today is we will just keep it short. I will share a couple more codes for you to try on your own at your end.
Yeah, because like
Okay?
I think this thing, yeah, I'm not able to do it.
Okay, no problem. Absolutely, I agree, and I understand that it doesn't make sense if you are not able to clearly understand and make out what I'm trying to say. I'll just share a couple of codes on my screen. You can try it on your own, and we will discuss that later in the next session.
Yeah, sure.
Okay? All right. Yes, so now we have sorted it by make, and here you can use it in your proper statement. Before I run this, I will just share some code that you can try on your own.
Yeah.
What is the error it is showing now? What is the error that it's showing?
Dataset proc dot, yeah, it shows that proc dot sort underscore one is not sorted.
Okay, let me just try it at my end here. Let's just run this code. Yes. Okay, sorry, I've used a wrong dataset name. Oh, I haven't run the, I haven't executed the earlier one. Oops, I think it's not because of that. Okay, it's here. Let's just run it together. Yeah.
I think sort underscore cast we have already used as per my
Yeah, because you have to use the data set that is there in the out statement here in your proc sort.
yeah.
I think I had used a wrong spelling of the data set there. So now we should be able to get the result.
So that's sorted by main.
Yeah, and it's going to give you the sum of the
MSRP.
MSRP value. Yeah. Yeah, so it's sorted by make and it's giving us the sum of Mysburg Islands underscore city. Yes?
Yeah, but it's showing me some more variables. It's not specifying PROC's make and MPG.
Yeah, that's because I'm using a var statement here, right? Because I've just used a var statement specifying only make and mpg underscore city, it just gives that. If I add in like a couple more variables like origin and others, my report also will have those variables. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just paste the set of codes on your chat, Arpita. You can just copy and paste it on your screen and execute all of these and try and see if you can make sense of the result. Else we'll discuss this tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
Okay? And you can try and solve the assignment also. Okay? Got the code?
Yeah.
Okay.